to Chris Reviews Stuff. Today we are going to be unboxing and reviewing the Pearl RearVision backup camera. It is a license plate cover that you install in the rear of your car or in front, but you probably want to do in behind your car. In 2018, every car being released will have to have a backup camera. However, until then, or if you don't have a car that has a backup camera, this is what you're going to need, is what they say. I haven't reviewed it yet, it's still sealed, so I don't know just yet. Pearl says to say hello to upgrading your car with ease, backing up with confidence, and parallel parking like a pro. So I have a 2007 Volkswagen, so I don't have any of this cool stuff on it, so it's going to be cool to check out and see how it works. So the box is pretty sleek. It does work with iPhone or Android. It says it works with Apple iBeacon currently. Looks pretty cool. It looks like it's only for Apple, but it does work for Android as well. It's just how they package everything. The design, the packaging is really, really nice. It's sleek. It's very cool looking. In the back they show a little bit of the camera itself and then the app. And then some specs on it. You do need, well, the camera frame right here is 12.3 inches by 6.3 by 1. There's a car adapter and a phone mount. We'll see what their phone mount does. I do have a Logitech phone mount that goes in the vent that I really like, so hopefully this should work. I don't see why I wouldn't. Inside the box is a camera frame bracket, car adapter for ODB port, locking tool, and a phone mount. So let's go ahead and open it up. This does sound really cool. They use a charge. The charging, how do you charge that camera? Well, initially, it seems like people are saying you plug this in using USB into the wall. And that's how you'll charge it your first initial time. And then after that, it uses solar power. That's what's on the top and bottom of the license plate holder here. So that's pretty cool. They don't have to worry about plugging it in or it dying. I guess if you lived in Alaska during, what is that, the winter months, when it's dark out forever, that you might have a problem. Wow, it opens pretty neat. I thought it shook because you look on the side. But it opens up. It's got a metal magnetic strip here you can feel. It opens up. This is pretty. This is really pretty looking. It says Pearl right here. Thank you for choosing Pearl RearVision. We believe advanced driving features should be available to everyone. That is why we're dedicated to upgrading every car on the road today. So this is pretty cool. It's got a lot of documentations in here. Holy crud. So there's some plates on here. It shows you a real nice easy picture. 4 pictures to show you. Take it off, take your old one off, put this one on, screw it in, done. Okay? Well, that's pretty neat. You should be able to see that. Looks like it's 2 cameras, and then we'll figure that out. Here's all the documentation. We'll get some close-ups on this too, so don't worry. Plug the car adapter into ODB port. Install the phone mount, use the app, and then here's all your paperwork on how you're going to do that. Oh, underneath this is all that cool stuff. Alright. So this is your tool, I guess, to use the license plate. Here's your ODB port. Nice black and sleek, not like you see it anyway. And it comes with a phone bracket. Let's see if I can get this out of here. Oh, wow. It's a vent port. You squeeze these 2 top and bottom. Like I said, I'll have another video. And I guess it just sticks to that. That's pretty cool. And then here's the power plates and wiping plates for your phone. That's it, huh? I guess that's all you need. Yeah, this is glued shut. That's it. So I'll get some closer shots, and then I'm going to install it in my car. And I'll use it for a couple days, couple weeks, and we'll see how it works from there. But so far, this looks pretty neat. This is heavy. This is really heavy. And for the price, I guess that's why. This is not cheap, this thing, okay? So if you just use regular screws, people would steal this, no problem. And it only looks like there's 2 screws on here. So that's a big problem here. Oh, there's 2 in the back on top as well. 2 on the top. I don't know what these do. These don't look like screws in the bottom. Okay, so you put your license plate in these 2 bottom screws. These 2 top screws up here you can't see because they're underneath. those actually screw in. So only 2 of these screws are actually holding onto your vehicle. I don't think that's a problem in the rear. It's not like you have a lot of drag in the back. But and I guess this screw here is for this. There's another screw in here, and that's going to do something. So we'll play with it, get a little more introduction on it, and we'll see. Okay, so this is the Pearl right here. You have your 2 cameras up on the tops here. And as I was saying, here's your 2 screws that you're going to attach to the vehicle. And here. And in the center of your frame is a special screw that, what it does is removes the back part. You can see it swinging now. So this back part's what's actually going to attach. This is going to attach to your vehicle. And your license plate itself is what's going to attach to these 2 screws here. So this is the back. This is the part you'll never see. This is what's attached to your vehicle. The back of the... This will be here. This is that special screw that they give you this tool here to work with to open. And these are the 2 screws that attach to your license plate. So it's like this, boom. And then this goes on top. Kind of like that kind of deal, whatever. Now on the back of this is what's actually really impressive and scary. You can see that cable. This is a USB connection. This is what you're going to use to initially charge the unit and if the unit ever dies. But hopefully it doesn't because you've got your solar power here. So you don't want to ever have to worry about that because it is a pain. You got to take this off. Taking this off initially is inside of this sleeve here. You can see I just stuck it in there. Make sure that you don't disconnect it. That's really a big problem right now, I guess, is this part that's stuck in here, this rubber cover. It pulls out a little bit, but it doesn't actually disconnect. This is still connected. This is going to be your power to the license plate, so in the cameras. So if you were to rip this out, I think your thing would not work anymore because this has to plug into that. This is sturdy. It's pretty heavyweight, and yeah, I mean it's nice and sleek. It's got that charcoal kind of sleek black. It's pretty nice. So we've got that already. We already learned what this tool does to the screw that's on there. You've got your ODB right here. Nothing special. Got your little Pearl signal. ODB sensor. You plug that in underneath your vehicle, underneath the dashboard. And this is actually a really cool thing right here. This is your vent clip to hold your phone. So this is, you squeeze these 2 triggers here up top, and it opens that up. It's pretty strong. Yeah, it's pretty strong. You have a magnet here, and this ball in the center acts as its turning point, so you can turn it any way you want. So it's pretty stiff. I don't know if that's because it's new, or if it's supposed to be like that. I want it to be stiff because I don't want my phone just to, you know, with the weight of the phone. I have an S6 Active, Samsung S6 Active, so it's already got like a magnetism to the back, so it should stick to this right here, no problem, just as it does with my other mount. So this is pretty neat. To stick to this is your phone plates and cleaning wipe. Now how do you make your phone stick to this if you don't have an S6 Active, I guess? Would be with these plates. You're going to stick one of these plates to your phone, and it's going to stay there forever, or until you take it off. Or you can put it onto maybe your case if you don't want to ruin your phone. Or not ruin it, but it's a very small, maybe about 2 inches on this one. About an inch on that. That might be feel like an iPhone. So you stick that to the back of your phone. It's got a little adhesive to the back. And these are, and the ones with the Logitech are really difficult to take off. You have to really get in there with like a razor and just slowly wiggle it, and then pop it off. It's really difficult to take off if they use the same adhesive. So you put that to your phone, and it'll stick. So now this is your phone attached. This is now your phone that's going to be attached to this vent clip, and it should be nice and strong. So you can see, it works pretty well. Oh, okay. That's interesting. Okay, so we don't need that. So this ball comes out. So now you can just attach this right to your phone. Let me go get that other attachment. Okay, so here's that ball again. We pull that ball out, breaks into 2 pieces. You'll see that these can kind of slits in there. It comes with this other piece that you could stick to your phone instead, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. Let's see. Oh no. Okay, that's different too. So you have a vent clip. You don't have a vent clip, or you don't want to use this. You don't have vents, whatever. You don't have vents, you're really in a problem, but whatever. you can then use this. This will just stick to your dash, wherever you want. And then the ball that you want to actually stick, so your phone's attached to this, the ball, and then it plugs in here. There's a magnetism between these two right here. So you don't just have this connection, you also have some magnetism power pulling those together, which is really cool. That's actually really neat. So you don't have to, if you don't have a vent or you don't want to use the vent, you just use that, stick it to your dash or your window, whatever you want. And it's still very stiff and still turns a lot. So that's really neat. That's a nice feature, I guess. So far, pretty cool. I'm looking forward to using it for a few weeks and see how it goes. So this is unboxing, and I'll update the video with my reviews. This is the little paper that comes with it. And then your other paperwork. I don't even have the app installed yet, so I can't even show you that. But we'll go ahead and set this up on the car. We'll come back with a review and see how it does. So I've been using the Pearl RearVision. It's kind of a tongue twister for me. For about a month or so. I have to say, it's pretty cool. It is really nice. It does look really sleek on the car. One thing, it's got branding on it. So if someone were to know about, hey, this is a Pearl and this is worth a couple $100, it's not entirely difficult to steal. It does have a special this special screw on there, the security screw, but you could probably just buy one of those online for maybe $1 from somewhere. I don't know how much, but you could buy one, and you could just remove it from your car, no problem. Maybe 5 minutes, if that, if they didn't have the right tools. So that said, it could be stolen. I wish the branding wasn't on it, because then you could say, it just kind of looks like a regular plate cover, and you wouldn't have to worry about it. But that's kind of a minor thing, one thing, because you see someone behind someone's car unscrewing something, it's going to alert somebody. The video quality on it is fantastic. It's fantastic. I wish I would have taken this outside, the camera, because you can't connect to the app from in the house. You start the app up, and the app's got your Spotify, your maps, your texting, but you can't do anything else because it can't connect to my car, which is outside. Can't connect to the plate, and that's what that ODB does. It creates like a Wi-Fi network that the plate connects to the ODB, and then you're able to connect that way. That's why you have the ODB for it. And they recommend don't leave that plugged. If you're not going to use your car for a while, they say don't leave that ODB on there for an extended time. It could drain your battery. Something to keep in mind, because say you go away for a few weeks and you come back, your car's dead from the airport. I don't know how much it drains. I'm not really tech there, but it's something they mentioned, so it's worth noting. The quality on the camera is awesome. It looks really good. It's maybe 720, I guess, on your phone screen. It looks really nice. It's easy to see. It's easy to read. I took like a newspaper and had it held maybe about 2 feet away from the camera, and I was able to definitely read the headline and the byline, and some of the words I guess I could make out with the like the smaller text, but I think it's just more like my mind playing the games, like putting things together. But you could definitely read the bylines, no problem. So that's pretty cool, actually. And you can move the camera around a little bit. It has 3 settings that you can do: left, center, right, which is pretty neat. However, the biggest problem, I think, and their big selling point that they need to fix, if anything, is the app needs to load to work. Well, duh, Well, with that said, pulling out of my driveway, no problem. Well, I don't really need it pulling out of my driveway because there's nothing in my driveway, but no problem. Start the app, wait 30 seconds for it to load, and there's my camera. Cool, I can back up looking at it, no problem. However, the 30 seconds is good, maybe 30 to 45 seconds sometimes. However, if you are in this city or anywhere driving, and you're like, oh, I got to parallel park, or I got to back into a spot, you're not going to have the ease of saying, hold on everybody, stop traffic, let me start this app, wait 30, 40 seconds. Okay, now I can use that camera. They need to be able to work it in so that with the ODB plugged in, hell, it should just say, if you go in reverse, your phone should just kick on, boom, there's the reverse camera. That's the big problem. There's no reason for me to use it. It's really cool. It's really cool. and it works really well. However, that app is their big problem. Right now I don't see why anyone would buy this, and that's a problem. It's really cool, but there's no reason it doesn't work as intended. You don't just start the car and there's your camera on, like the rear camera on your phone. It's not what it is. You have to start your phone, unlock your phone, start the app, wait for the app to actually load, wait for it to connect to the camera in the back, and now you're going. Now you can use it. If you used it prior, in a few minutes, yeah, it'll be a lot quicker. But if you've been driving for an hour and then you load that app, you're going to have to wait for it to load, unless you're preemptive and, I know I'm going to need it, and you can kind of start it at the light before. However, it doesn't go above a certain mile per hour. The camera won't turn on. It'll just go into the app where you can use your settings and the different features like maps and texting, but you're not going to be able to use the camera, which is kind of a problem. Some cool things they could do is, if someone hits you, rear ends you, maybe it keeps the last 30 seconds or minute of footage. That would be really neat. I would love to see that happen, because that'd be pretty cool. I'm afraid of this thing falling on my head, I don't know why. It'd be kind of neat if someone rear ends you, it senses the motion, and it records and saves that last minute, 30 seconds of impact. Pretty neat. A feature that would be nice, but not necessarily, it's not there. Not necessary, but neat. Another feature would be to keep that camera on all the time. Why not? Yeah, it's probably draining the battery, the license, of the license plate, the actual reader. It's probably draining this thing's battery. But if I want it on, that's what I want to use it for. I bought this, so I want to use it. Why wouldn't I want to do that? And but overall, it's a really cool item. It's a really cool product, but the app is what's lacking. If they improve that app, this is a thumbs up, 2 thumbs, 3 thumbs, 4 thumbs up. However, right now it's kind of like it works really well when it's working and when you have the time to load the app. But on the other hand, if you don't have that time, like a real person really driving, you're not going to be able to use this. So cool product. Just need to fix that app so that it's working a lot easier and a lot better.